Imagine this. You're scrolling through your phone late at night, the blue glow reflecting off your face. On the screen, you see picture-perfect moments, vacations in exotic places, couples laughing in picturesque cafes, entrepreneurs announcing yet another milestone. It's as if everyone is living their best life, except you. A sinking feeling grips your chest. The quiet voice of doubt sneaks into your mind, whispering, "Why am I not enough? Why don't I have that life?" Pause for a moment. Let's zoom out. You see, these snapshots, these curated moments, are just fragments, carefully chosen slivers of someone else's story. And yet, you've let them define your worth, as if their success diminishes your potential. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stopped to wonder why you compare? Why you believe that someone else's chapter 20 invalidates your chapter 2? Today, we're flipping the script. Today, you'll learn to believe in yourself, not through empty words, but by understanding that your journey is uniquely yours. The trap of comparison. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled between two mountains, lived a young artist named Lena. She loved painting the world around her, its rolling hills, shimmering rivers, and golden sunsets. Her art was raw and imperfect, but deeply personal, a reflection of her heart. One day, a traveling merchant visited the village carrying a collection of paintings from a famous artist. They were breathtaking, hyper-realistic, capturing every leaf, every shadow, every detail. The villagers gathered around, marveling at the artistry. Lena's heart sank. Why bother painting, she thought. I'll never be that good. In her despair, Lena stopped creating. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. The world around her seemed to dull. Her once bright spark faded into the background. But here's the thing Lena didn't understand. Those masterpieces weren't a threat to her talent. They were a different expression, a separate journey. While the famous artist had mastered realism, Lena's gift was in capturing emotion, in painting not what she saw, but what she felt. Comparison didn't just steal her joy, it silenced her voice. Reflection. The unique blueprint of you now. Back to you. How often have you dimmed your light because someone else's seemed brighter? How many dreams have you abandoned because they didn't look like someone else's success? But here's the truth. No two journeys are the same. Picture this. You're a seed planted in rich soil, growing at your own pace. Around you, other seeds are sprouting. Tall sunflowers, delicate roses, mighty oak trees. Imagine if the sunflower looked at the oak and said, "Why can't I grow as strong and tall?" Or if the rose said, "Why don't I have such wide, sprawling branches?" Do you see the absurdity? Each has a different purpose, a unique beauty. You, too, have a blueprint unlike anyone else's. Your struggles, your triumphs, your scars, they aren't setbacks. They're brushstrokes on the canvas of your story. Stop erasing them by trying to copy someone else's painting. Let's pull back the curtain on the world of comparison. Social media, magazines, even casual conversations. These things often show only the highlights. It's like watching the trailer of a movie and assuming you know the whole story. That influencer with the perfect vacation photos? You don't see the sleepless nights they spent worrying about their career? That friend with the seemingly perfect relationship? You don't see the hard conversations and compromises behind the scenes? That entrepreneur with the six-figure success story? You don't see the years of failed attempts and self-doubt. Comparing your raw, unfiltered life to someone else's highlight reel is not just unfair, it's impossible. Finding your North Star, so how do you stop comparing? You shift your focus inward. Instead of measuring your worth against others, measure it against who you were yesterday. Think of your life as a journey through uncharted territory. There's no map that shows you the right way because you're the one carving the path. Here are 3 steps to help you find your way. Celebrate your wins. Every small victory matters. Did you take one step toward your goal today? Celebrate it. Turn jealousy into inspiration. When you see someone living the life you want, Don't let envy consume you. Ask yourself, what can I learn from them? How can I use this as fuel for my journey? Practice gratitude. Shift your focus to what you already have. Gratitude is a powerful antidote to comparison. Now let's talk about belief. Believing in yourself isn't about thinking you're better than anyone else. It's about recognizing that you are enough, just as you are. It's about understanding that you have gifts, talents, and a purpose that no one else can replicate. Think of all the great stories, heroes, inventors, artists. Do you think they succeeded because they compared themselves to others? They believed in their unique path, even when no one else could see it. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine looking at your life from the perspective of someone who loves you unconditionally. What would they see? They wouldn't see the things you lack. They'd see your resilience, your courage, your kindness. Now imagine looking at your life from the perspective of your future self, the version of you who has achieved everything you dream of. That version of you isn't concerned with comparisons. They're proud of the steps you took, the risks you embraced, and the belief you cultivated along the way. Let's go back to Lena, the young artist from the village. One day, a child approached her with a bundle of wildflowers. "Your paintings make me happy," the child said, smiling. In that moment, Lena realized something profound. Her art didn't need to look like anyone else's to matter. She picked up her brushes again, not to compete, but to create, to pour her soul onto the canvas. You too have a masterpiece waiting to unfold, but it won't look like anyone else's. It isn't supposed to. The next time doubt whispers in your ear, remind yourself, I am enough. The next time you're tempted to compare, remember, this is my journey. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs you. Believe in yourself. Trust your timing. Celebrate your uniqueness. The moment you stop comparing and start believing is the moment your life transforms. It's not about being better than anyone else. It's about being the best version of you. So take a deep breath, step into your story with confidence, and remember, you are the only one who can write it. Save this video so you can come back to share your success story. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the thumbs up and like button, comment below, let us know where you guys have tuned in from. And finally, if you're new to this channel and you haven't already, remember to hit that subscribe button because this year, we are dedicated to making videos to hold you accountable to make your best year yet.